Hey, good evening, folks. Welcome back to the farm. We've got a little treat for you today. We're going to make some fruit leather, very similar to fruit roll-ups, with some of our canned apples. We're going to do it in our Pampered Chef air fryer. So if you want to see how that works, stick around. So this unit right here is our Pampered Chef air fryer. We really enjoy this. We cook a lot of stuff in this air fryer. I can do a couple steaks in here. I can do chicken wings. It's got a rotisserie inside, and you can see all the different functions. It's got air fry, bake, roast, rotisserie, reheat, and dehydrate. It's pretty cool. We cook bacon in here. You can cook sausage in here. Anything you can basically do in an oven, you can cook in here. But today we're going to make fruit leather, and we'll show you how we do that. What it uses is these special trays. They're like a silicone tray with like a metal rib around the outside, so they're rigid. I think these are only like $15 for the set, and they're made for this Pampered Chef air fryer. They slide right in, just like one of these racks would. They're the same size. But what you do is you take your fruit puree and you lay it right into this tray, and you make it level with the top of these ribs here. And then your strips come out individually. You don't have to cut them when you're done or anything. So we'll show you what we're going to use for this. You got last year's canned apples, and those aren't brown. Those are more of kind of a red color. And what happened was I had juice left over, syrup left over from a previous batch that we canned, and I reused the syrup on the last batch, and for some reason they all turned red. But they're still really good apples, and they make really good fruit leather. So let's show you how to put this together. Here's our canned apples. We dumped them into a little colander, and then I stir them around to get all the liquid out. And these are pretty well cooked down in that jar. The more I stir them, the more they get pureed. So I'll stir these around pretty good until they're like the consistency of applesauce almost. And then we'll get them put in the trays. Okay, we got our apples all kind of pureed in there. So we're going to dump them in our tray here. We've already run the trays through the dishwasher, so they're clean. And then I just take my little offset spatula, move this stuff around, and then we'll start spreading it in the tray to where it's even. Make it go to the edge there. And if we need more, we'll put more. Looks like we're going to need more. And I brought another bottle of apples up just in case this one jar wouldn't do all three trays. It doesn't look like it's going to. But I'm going to fill all three of these trays up. We'll come back when we got them done. You can see kind of how it goes. So there's our full tray. Now we can get another one going. Pretty easy stuff. Well, you can see we got our 3 trays filled. It took 1.5 quarts of apples. I got about, I don't know, a cup or so left in there. We'll save that for our next batch. We'll put these in the air fryer now. Now the instructions say to put these clear to the back of the air fryer. And that's what we did. Can't put one on this rack because that's the rotisserie rack. It doesn't go all the way through. So now we close this baby up. We'll press the button and we'll rotate this till it goes to dehydrate. Press the button. We need 15 hours. And then we'll press it again and we want to go down to 120 degrees. And that's all we got to do. Now, in about 5 hours or so, we'll come rotate these racks. We'll put the top on the bottom, bring the other two up. And then in another 5 hours, we'll do the same thing. So we rotate them twice. And then they should be done. So we'll come back tomorrow when these are done and show you what they look like. We've already done a batch of these and they went very quickly because they're really good. Now the fruit that you use, as long as it's sweet enough to eat out of the jar, you're fine. You don't have to add any sugar or anything. That's just fruit puree. That is all that is. These apples were canned in medium syrup. So any canned fruit in medium syrup should be plenty sweet to do this with. Just drain off as much liquid as you can, puree it up, put it in the trays, put it in the machine and walk away. Now usually fruit leather isn't the easiest thing to make because it's hard to get the puree the same thickness all the way across whatever you're cooking it on. So as you dry it, it dries at different rates. The thinner stuff will get drier quicker. The thicker stuff will take longer. So to get the thick stuff dry enough, the thin stuff gets too dry. So it's really hard. Now these trays take all the guesswork out of it because they're all the exact same thickness because of those little ribs. And they're already in strips. Couldn't be any easier. All right, we're down to 5 hours left. It's time to rotate again. We rotated it once at 10 hours, which was at 4 o'clock this morning. So what I've been doing, I just take the bottom rack out and then move everything down and put the bottom rack where the top rack was. Close her back up. All right, we're going to let that thing run. We're going to head into town. I'm going to go visit Mom because I didn't go to breakfast this morning because that thing was running and I needed to flip-flop those trays. And we have a treat today. We have a food truck that's coming into town that hasn't been around for like a year. It's a Cajun food truck. We had some last year at the Big Sky Festival and we really enjoyed it. So we're going to hit that today. But let's go see Mom first. A little bit foggy today, a little change in the weather, no sunshine today. Had to go get me a cappuccino before I come here to see Mom. This is where she lives here. Beautiful place. It's a nursing facility, but unlike anyone I've ever seen. This is Mom's room right here. Good morning, Mom.
Good morning, Mark.
How are you doing?
Oh, still turning it over yesterday. It was a long day.
Yeah, you had a doctor's procedure yesterday.
Yeah, kind of groggy this morning.
Yeah, you're looking good though.
Oh, I feel all right.
Everybody wanted to update on how you were doing here.
Well, my right side, there's no pain. My left side, it's just letting me know it's still there, but it's not bad. But they said it could take a few days.
Yeah, she got a lot of back pain, so she went and had a shot done.
Oh, it was horrible. No, they had shots in Carney yesterday in my lower back.
Let's show everybody your room here real quick.
Okay.
You see Pop's picture over here on the wall, and then we've got some stuff hung on the walls and stuff for her, and places
Nice green plants.
all decorated up for her. And then look at her view out here.
This morning, all you see is fog.
A lot of fog, but usually she's got a view of the pasture and stuff out here, can see the cows and stuff. I see your plant perked up over here.
Yeah, you remember what it looked like?
Yeah. So it just needed a tray underneath and a little water.
They said take it to Donna. She knows how to make them live.
Yeah.
So it's perked back up again now. It's okay.
And Mom got a promotion too. She's got a name tag now. She's the resident council president. Pretty cool, huh?
I'm not going to wear it except to meetings. I don't want people around here thinking I'm somebody I'm not.
She's a big shot now. Mom's grandkids, my nieces, sent Mom this dog. It even breathes, but it's fake. Well, I'm going to sit and have a visit with Mom, and then we'll get back with you.
Love you guys.
All right, we had a good visit with Mom, so we're going to head over and get some chow. Well, it looks like a lot of people had the same idea I did for lunch. Gotta wait in line. There's the menu. We got 2 swamp platters. One down here on the bottom. Really good. And then we got some of their frozen sausage too to take home. Here's the deep fryers here in the back. Got some more stuff going in. Well, they knocked it out pretty quick. I got my food and I'm going to go meet Kelly for lunch. We're going to have lunch together. I'm going to take her some. Well, we had a great lunch with Kelly and we made it back home. Sorry, I didn't want a video inside the hospital, but I'll show you what the food looks like at least. This is what they call the swamp platter. You've got catfish, shrimp, alligator, French fries, and hush puppies. Now, if you've never heard of a hush puppy, they're not named after the shoes back in the day. What those are is most of the people in the South, like during the summer, they would cook outside and the dogs would get all excited. So they would take a little bit of the batter and throw it in the oil and fry it. And instead of feeding them like fish, they would throw them a deep fried batter ball out in the yard, and that would hush the puppies up. Leave you alone for a while. We're going to hush our puppies with a little bit of alligator. You girls ready? You got to sit. Sit. Well, you weren't sitting. There you go, Brandy. What do you girls think? Was that good? Must have been. You like swallowed it whole. Crazy pups. So we're going to save the rest of this for later. And if you're saving fried foods, the secret is do not put it in a plastic bag. Put it in a paper bag like a lunch bag, and it'll retain a lot of its crispiness. Got all of our fried food all bagged up there. We're going to get it in the fridge. We also ordered some of their frozen sausages. We have some fresh, I think it's called boudin or boudin or something like that. And then some fresh andouille sausage and some smoked andouille sausage. And we've got plans for this. You'll see in one of our next videos coming up, so stay tuned for that. So I'm going to get these bagged up separately and get those, probably those 2 in the freezer. We're going to use this one here pretty quick. While we were putting all of our Cajun food away, our dehydrator stopped with our fruit leather in here, which is what this video is all about. You can see our fruit leather. See how much that dried up? Still pretty warm, but we can pull a piece up here and show you. It's like that. It goes down really thin, and there's your fruit roll-up or fruit leather right there. It's really good. Let's give it a taste. Mmm. Really good apple flavor. Nice and sweet. The perfect dryness. We'll let this cool. It's still 100 and so degrees from the dehydrator. Very yummy. Kids would really love this stuff. It's a nice sweet snack that's still kind of healthy for them. No preservatives, no weird stuff. Very yummy. There's our 3 trays out there to cool. Kind of looks like fruit beef jerky, huh? Pretty neat. Now, whatever color the fruit is what color this will turn out. This is pretty much the same color that it went in here, that reddish apples that we had. Now, you can do this same thing in your oven if your oven goes low enough. Just puree some fruit and lay it out on some parchment paper. Try to get it as evenly thickness as you can. And just dehydrate it. Or if you have a dehydrator, you can use that. But really good recipe. We're going to definitely make more of this stuff. All right, folks, we're going to let you go for now. Got some more stuff that I need to get done and not necessarily video worthy. So we hope you enjoyed hanging out with me today, and we'll see you next time on here on Markelly Farm. Stay safe, stay healthy. We love you guys. Come back and see us.